Look, my goal is to help change the world.
With your expertise, do you think Dubai at any time in the future will become a spiritual tourism destination?
100%. The thing is, nothing changes if nothing changes.
Hmm.
If you're going to continue to live a life where you go, I want to change, but you're going to continue to live this life of a fast-paced lifestyle, that's where you're going to get stuck.
We want to do something, but we don't want to do it regularly.
No, they wanted results yesterday. Consistency isn't that.
No.
Consistency is
Absolutely.
that.
Don't you think when you're just sitting, meditating,
Mm.
your mind is definitely thinking of 10 other things?
As I focus on my breathing, it'll be a samma, arahang, and I'll say that.
Welcome, everyone, to the first episode of Dubai Uncovered. This is a place where people traveling to Dubai or people living in Dubai can get a lot of information about Dubai as a city and the different ways of commuting, places to visit within the city. And there's a lot of information available on our podcast. I would like to introduce our first guest, Mr. Ashley Edelman.
Thank you.
He is a mindset coach and a person who believes a lot in holistic practices.
Mhm.
And I'd like Ashley to introduce himself and talk a lot more about himself.
Thank you very much for having me.
Pleasure.
So yes, look, I've lived 1,000 lives in one, and in those 1,000 lives, everything has brought me to the point of where I am now.
Mm-hmm.
Look, from the lives that I was living, I never thought I'd be doing what I'm doing now. But it was through a breathwork session which told me I had a download which said you need to become a facilitator for breathwork. So I followed that intuition, and that intuition led me to a monastery. That monastery led me to Dubai, out of all places. And since I've been here, I've just been, again, following intuition. And that has led me to facilitating breathwork, speaking on stages, coaching clients through mindset coaching and everything else. And it's when you look at being a light worker, someone who's obviously working within this sort of space, the light is needed where it's darkest the most. And people have this view of what Dubai can be, where they see what it is on social media. They see it's the fast money, the cars, the women, all these things.
Absolutely.
But that's not the case. There's a deeply spiritual side to Dubai.
Wow.
And I'm a very big believer that the people that can change the world are the ones that can afford to do it. And the ones that can afford to do it are usually the ones that are caught in that rat race of money, cars, women, trying to prove they are something because that's what they've been taught to believe. So by coming here, doing the work that I do, is to really help these people to see a different side to themselves, to get a deeper understanding of their own spirituality, where from that, we can then start to change the world.
Wow.
So that's why I'm here.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
It's amazing. Yeah. Very few people I've met are looking at Dubai from a spiritual angle. Yeah. My first question.
Okay.
Why Dubai? Of all the places.
So, look, I was at the monastery, and it was one of those moments of a download. Like when I say a download, it's one of those that is not just a thought; it is that complete knowing of you have to do this. So it was like, you have to go to Dubai. I was like, okay, how do I make this happen? I'm living in Australia. I have a dog. I'm living in a house. I've got everything. How do I make this happen?
Yeah.
I came out of the monastery, and I had a phone call saying you have 2 weeks to be out of your house. And I was like, cool. Thank you, universe. Remove my accommodation. Send me to Dubai.
Oh.
So that was it. And when I came here, I had no idea what I was going to do. I kind of just, again, followed intuition. But what I found very quickly was, again, a very deeply spiritual side to it. There's like, you find your Dubai.
Yes.
You find what you're looking for. Wherever your attention goes, energy flows.
Right.
So again, because I was looking for something that was, again, a lot more spiritual to it, I found those people. I found people that gave me a different perspective about the desert, where they talk about it being the place of death and rebirth. Because if you look at the dunes, they're always moving, they're always changing.
Yeah.
They're always dying, they're always reborn.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing of that. You see the way the world is shifting at the moment. It's one of the safest places in the world to be. And again, everyone is coming here. There's more demand than there is supply. There's so much construction happening.
Absolutely.
Here. And thousands of people here are moving every week. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
But with that, I found more and more my calling to be here. I found the more people I've connected with, the more I've surrendered to what's happening, the more I found, okay, Dubai is exactly where I need to be. And that's what's just cemented it for me.
So basically, it was more of a calling for you rather than a complete analysis of why you should be in
Exactly.
Dubai. Yeah?
Exactly.
Okay, perfect.
That
Perfect.
was it. And look, it's worked out so far, so I'm very happy.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant. But again, so you being here,
Mm.
is there a larger community that is into spirituality within the city?
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes, yes, yes. It's a thing again. You don't see this. Like
Yes.
everyone sees Dubai as what's on social media. That's
Very true.
what everyone sees Dubai.
Very
I mean,
true. You see the buildings, you see the lifestyle, you see the big roads, you see the fancy cars.
Exactly.
But this is something that you don't see.
Yeah.
And this, I think, it's going to be very beneficial for our audience to understand a different side of Dubai.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
that's what we want to portray.
Yeah.
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 So, from a spiritual point of view and the larger community that you have, how do you see that fitting into the city and the dynamics of the city?
Well, the biggest thing is wellness is becoming a global industry. It is one of the fastest growing industries in the world. And again, when we look at, okay, so a lot of the clients that I work with, the reason they've been able to build what they have is because they've built their businesses, they built their life on the fact they were told they can't.
Yeah.
They were told, I want to impress my dad. I want to impress the people around me. I want to do these sorts of things.
Very true.
So what they've built their whole foundation on is trauma.
Yeah.
They built it on a foundation of, I need to prove I'm better from this. They haven't built it from a place of integrity. They haven't built it from a place of calm. Now, again, if you look at a lot of people that come to Dubai, they go, it's a very heavy energy here. Yeah. And it is, because everyone is hustle culture. Everyone is trying to constantly make money. The city does not sleep. And with that, it comes a lot of burnout, it comes overwhelm, it comes stress, it comes this. By people connecting to their own spirituality, learning to calm down the mind, learning to calm the nervous system, they start creating from a place of, again, a place of, what's the word? Well, let's say a place of calm, for lack of a better term. And by creating from that, they can create so much more, because they then live in non-resistance.
Yeah.
Again, when you're constantly up in your own mind, thinking I need to solve a problem from this sort of level of energy, you're not going to change. You're not going to solve a problem with that same energy. You need to shift. You need to then start thinking or start using a different way of thinking to be able to solve the problem. Okay. So by doing that, by calming the nervous system and allowing yourself to breathe, slow down, you can then start to think clearly and change the direction you're going. So in saying that, the reason why I see the spiritual community that is here is that's what everyone is here to help do. A lot of people I've met have had callings to come here. And through that, that's why you're seeing a lot more ice baths popping up. You're seeing breath work, you're seeing meditations, more wellness resorts, wellness retreats, wellness festivals. There's a lot more things popping up.
So do we have a lot of wellness retreats and festivals coming up here?
So there is. So I'm actually planning one at the moment in November. I think it's October. So there's one that we're planning at the moment in October.
Okay.
We had Cayenne Festival, which was down in Abu Dhabi. There's the retreat, which is by Sofitel on the Palm, which is the first wellness hotel in Dubai.
Yeah.
You've got places like Soham, which is a very big place in Al Quoz, which is, again, they've got everything: yoga, meditation, sound healings, therapies, and they're using holistic therapies from all over the world, which is incredible what they're doing.
Okay.
So, and there's more and more popping up every single day.
So do you do these on a regular basis?
So I host a floating meditation every full moon and new moon.
Okay.
We're doing that one at the moment. I am in Blue Water at La Cantine.
Nice.
I'm in talks with another venue at the moment to start doing a weekly floating breathwork on the Palm. I'm doing something with Soham as well, and there's a lot more things that are popping up.
So in these kind of events, just for my understanding, what is the kind of attendance that you get?
So last night's event, we had 20 spaces and we sold out 20 spaces.
That's amazing.
I was doing one of the old breathworks I used to do. We used to host 60 to 70 people. every second
Wow.
Sunday.
Wow.
And look, at the moment, for a lot of people, it is just they're intrigued to see what it is. Because if I say breath work to a lot of people, they have no idea what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
People think breath work and meditation is the same thing, but they're two very completely
Two
different
different
things.
things.
So, look, if at the moment what we're doing is we're just getting people that are intrigued to find out more, then that's amazing.
Hmm.
If we walk away with one person having an experience that allows them to make a shift in their life, then we've done our job.
Very nice.
And that's also what I do with social media. Is what I share, what I do comes from a place of what has helped me in my life.
Hmm.
Because at the end of the day, we all go through the same experiences. We all go through the same emotions. It's just under different severities, experiences, and situations.
Yeah.
We all experience fear, anger, loss, happiness, sadness. We all experience these.
Yes.
So by being able to share my own experience allows people to go, oh, I felt that. I resonate with that.
Yeah.
Okay, if that clicks in one person's mind, amazing. Well, that's someone that's been able to give a different perspective on life to hopefully start shifting into something different.
That's brilliant.
Thank you.
That's brilliant. That's a very, very nice perspective that you've shared with us. And with that said, I think the attendance and the market for wellness, whether it is mental health, whether it is your physical well-being, I think is growing exponentially.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people are realizing, and the government also is very, very proactive in that. Yeah, what I've seen, especially I've seen a lot of difference with the weekend. Yeah, being Saturday and Sunday being primarily, it's completely off. Everybody's off work. Yeah, we've seen that shift. Yeah. So with that said, a lot of people come back more fresh on Mondays rather than what it used to be a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
Just my take on a few small nuances that's happening within the city, you know.
And it's good. The thing is, I think there was even talk about a 4-day week.
Yeah, they are. They're seriously considering that.
And that's incredible.
Yeah.
But again, it's starting to see that people are like overworking themselves. And
but that also gives them an opportunity to explore the city more within those 3 days. You know, you see a lot of people becoming explorers within the city. They don't want to travel outside. They prefer traveling within Dubai and exploring different destinations. Yeah. So that has created a very, very big market for a lot of entertainment facilities, a lot of cultural facilities. You have people coming in throughout over the weekend.
Yeah. That's beautiful. What do they create? That's a 90-kilometer ring that's going into Dubai, which has the running track. It's got all flora and fauna that's going to be inside that. They've created a whole ecosystem with inside a ring.
It's amazing. You see the master plan.
Oh, yeah.
You will be amazed of how the city is going to progress over the next decade.
I honestly think the new world starts here.
Absolutely.
That's hands down.
Absolutely.
Because what they're creating here for the future is phenomenal. And especially with wellness, that's the most beautiful thing. Because again, wellness has been around the world. There's a lot of things that have been happening. But one thing you find, and what I think is a big part of this shift, is getting people that are in the wellness scene that are relatable.
Yeah.
When I say that, it's if you have a yogi that's been living in Bali for the past 20 years and comes up to you and tries to tell you to meditate, you're going to look at him and go, nah, probably not. But if you get someone that's been through a life that has experienced so many different things that you can then relate to, that goes, look, try meditation or try breath work.
Yeah.
You're going to, okay, I kind of see what he's doing. Let's give it a shot.
Let's give it a shot.
And we're seeing that shift happen a lot more now with people around the world.
Okay.
So, which is beautiful.
So you've explained us why you've selected Dubai as your destination to progress within your career. But what made you actually start your practice within the city? I mean, there are a lot more opportunities, I believe, in other parts of the world as well. But you've selected Dubai, which is a very raw market, if I may say that. Yeah. And what made you actually start your practice within the city?
Because there's nothing here. Like it's like with anything. Like yes, there is. As a facilitator within this space, is yes, I still need to make money. I still need to make a living. And what better place to come to that doesn't have anything to start help leading the charge in the market that needs to come here?
Isn't it more difficult when you're starting?
You know what? I've actually found it not that difficult.
Is it?
Look, my life, been living in a state of resistance a lot of my life.
Okay.
Now that comes through bodybuilding plus my old life as performing. There's been resistance. Okay. What I learned living when I even before I moved to the monastery, when I first properly started on this journey, that day I'd had a falling out with my family. My best friend was meant to be living with me and he wasn't. The job I was doing, I wasn't being paid what was promised. I was in a very dark place.
Okay.
And I was like, this doesn't feel right, what I'm doing. What do I do? And that's where I sat down and did a breath work. And that breath work is where I had the download, which said, you need to become a facilitator. From that, I then jumped in. I'm like, okay, let's go all in. Let's see what I can do. So I started living in a state of non-resistance. I reached out to a few people and I was like, whatever happens, the universe will let it happen. I then started diving deeper into my own personal journey, listening to podcasts, doing my own inner work.
Okay.
With doing that is I started learning about the state of non-resistance, controlling what I can control and letting the universe do whatever it needs to do. Again, for me, I believe the universe is whatever higher power you believe.
Yes.
And I was like, cool, let's see what happens. The more I step back and control what I can control, the more things started coming to me because I wasn't trying to force a square peg into a round hole. And that's where I was like, okay, let's follow this. I ended up moving to Perth, Western Australia. From Western Australia, I ended up going through this state where I was promised what things were meant to be.
Yeah.
Meant to start a retreat, meant to do this, meant to do this. It wasn't. It all ended up being a lie. But what I found whilst I was there, instead of getting angry at the situation, I was grateful because of the people that I was meeting. And then I started seeing more opportunities arise because I was like, okay, it allowed me to focus on what I'd been building.
Okay.
And from that, when I went to the monastery, this is where the big opening part was in meditation, is they talk about non-attachment and non-resistance. And basically what I found, there were some experiences that I had where I went very deep with the meditation, but I then attached to the experience and then I'd be pulled out of it.
Okay.
Which was wild.
Which is not good.
I mean, look, a lot of people, they will go, I can't meditate. Then they can't meditate because they're thinking of something the entire time.
Exactly.
But that's not, meditation isn't that. Like meditation, you just have to sit there and become an observer of the thoughts. The mind, I know monks that have been monks for 10 years and their mind still doesn't stop.
But don't you think when you're just sitting, meditating, your mind is definitely thinking of 10 other things, especially in this city. Yeah, you have your personal life, you have your work, 100%. Everything. If you sit calm for 2 minutes, your mind is running through 10 different things at the same time.
100%.
How do you control that?
So there are a few ways that I found is using a mantra. So the mantra is constantly, so I use Samma Arahang, which means purify the mind. And I'll do it just on the breath. As I focus on my breathing, it'll be a Samma Arahang, and I'll say that. Constantly. Okay. But what that does is I will say that, and then you'll catch yourself thinking of something else, and you go, oh, wait, I'm not saying that. And you bring it back. So you allow yourself to focus with that.
Focus more.
You can then focus on your breathing. Just focus on the breath, the feeling of the breath. But it's like riding a bike. You don't learn to ride a bike straight away. You have to take time to learn how to ride a bike. Yep. Same with meditation. You have to sit with yourself and know that your mind is going to race. But you just have to be patient and use whatever technique you have to bring yourself back to center. And that bringing you back to center isn't like, how do I define myself center? It's like, again, using a mantra, you catch yourself over here, you bring back. Yeah. You focus on your breathing, you see you're not focusing on your breathing, you bring back your breathing. That's all it is.
So with practice, you get better, essentially.
Exactly. Yeah. You just have to show up every day.
Interesting. So basically, you've followed a certain path, and you've let your life flow as it comes. Yeah. You haven't really strategized as to where you want to be, what you want to do. You've just taken life as it comes.
Yeah. Look, I know where I'm going to be.
Okay.
So I know where I'm going to be. I know what I want to do. How? I'm not there. And that's the thing.
Figure it out.
Exactly. A lot of people go, they have the end goal, and I go, okay, I need to strategize this.
Yeah.
And you find most of the time, if you try to strategize everything, the plan always fails.
Yes.
And when the plan fails, they go, well, everything's gone wrong.
Yeah.
So no, have the end goal. Then
you can always deviate within that.
Exactly. At the end of the day, you'll find there are going to be different synchronicities and situations that come into your life that you may not know at that point in time how that connects to the end, but it always connects it somehow.
Mm.
The thing is, we always meet the people we're meant to meet in our life. Nothing is by chance or coincidence.
Very true.
So with that, if you surrender to that, it's beautiful what comes out of this. Like I met some of these boys and it was just literally playing volleyball. And now some of the stuff we've done together has been absolutely incredible. I'm talking about these boys. But that's it.
That's what it is.
I would not have expected anything.
You never know whom you meet.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing of surrender.
That's nice. That's nice. So within your area of expertise, which is the mindset coach and wellness, how has Dubai played a part in evolving that for you?
A lot of it's come from the opportunities that I've been able to do. So running different events with breathwork, has been a big thing. So I've gained a lot of clients through that. Because as a facilitator, being able to hold the space for people in those deep situations of, say, breathwork, it comes with a place of your own inner calm. Because if you're going to be able to hold that space for those people, they need to feel safe within your own energy.
Yeah.
So from that, I've been able to, again, hold this space for events of 60, 70 people. And one or two of those people will go, can we work together? Can we do something together? So it's allowed me to grow a client base that way. But also, since I moved here, my own social media has grown over 130,000 people.
Exactly.
Since I've been here.
Yeah.
And again, that's come from a place, the only thing I can put it down to is because when posting on social media, you want to make sure it's coming from the right energetic place. Because you can always tell when a post is like a bit off.
Yeah.
So that's why everything I post, I always try to make sure it's coming from the right place. And that's just allowed me to grow.
And you believe this city has played an even bigger part in elevating your journey and your career, which you couldn't have in any other part of the world?
Yeah. I think anywhere else in the world, you're this small fish in a big pond.
Yeah.
Where here it is, a lot of people go, why is a monk in Dubai? That seems very
exactly.
wrong.
It's very, very different, you know?
Yeah. And that's it. It's very different.
People don't associate Dubai with spirituality, you know? So coming from, with your background and with your expertise, it always creates that, why Dubai? That I believe you've been asked that question multiple times. Why Dubai?
Yeah. And that's it. It's the calling and following the intuition. That's all I can put it down to. A lot of people go, why is a monk on social media? Like, by the way, I'm not a monk anymore. I ordained, I was a monk. I'm reordaining at the end of the year. But as soon as I disrobe, I'm not a monk anymore.
Okay.
Because a lot of people go, why is a monk? You're not a monk. And I'm like, no, I'm not anymore.
Okay.
But it's like, they go, why is a monk on social media? A monk shouldn't be chasing validation on social media. But it's like, but again, it's something different.
Yeah.
It's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of coming to the world to give different forms of information.
It's a new way of communicating with
exactly.
the world.
And that's why having what I have as using the image as a monk, because I was, allows me to give a different angle where people kind of go, oh, that's different.
Yeah.
And look, I won't even lie about it, is I knew when I was going to live at the monastery, I knew why I was going to the monastery, but I also knew it was going to give me a unique marketing angle. And it's done exactly that.
Social media, especially in Dubai, has played a very important part in your journey, in elevating your career and the opportunities that you've received here. Yeah. We've talked about the good things about why you've come to Dubai, how you set up. What are the difficulties or the pressures that you faced while you were within this journey of setting up in Dubai and creating a business or establishing yourself as a mindset coach within the city? What were the hurdles that you faced?
I think for me, the first few times that I came here, when I first came here, there were things I was trusting certain people to help me with visas. And unfortunately, they didn't happen.
Okay.
I was trusting and believing that, again, fully surrendering to what was being said. And I ended up overstaying for 45 days.
Okay.
Under the impression that I wasn't. And next, I had to pay a fine when I left. Then I was having to come back in on visas because I was then told through some other people that I would have my visa was getting done. Unfortunately, it shouldn't take 5 months for a certain process.
Exactly.
So then I was having to leave again and do certain things. So the biggest difficulty for me was that.
Okay.
But again, I hold no resentment to it because everything happened for a reason. Because within every bit of discomfort, there was always something beautiful that came from it.
Yes, very true. And that was primarily more so with the individuals that you were dealing with, rather than any government entity that was holding.
Exactly.
Up. Yeah.
It was
So
just certain individuals, and
yeah,
that was me putting complete trust.
Yeah.
And again, there's zero resentment towards it because through all of those bits of discomfort is something beautiful always came from that.
True.
And that's a very big thing. Is people always try to fight discomfort.
Hmm.
People always try to resist against stress, anxiety, and they try to go back. I don't want to feel this. I don't want to feel this. But if we surrender to these moments, there's always something beautiful on the other side of it.
Very true. Very true.
And that's what I found.
That's well said.
Yeah.
That's well said. So, how's your coaching style different from the other people within the region?
So, honestly, I actually don't pay too much attention to anyone else.
Seriously? Yeah?
Everyone looks at their competition and tries to work this out. I'm like, look, I'm on my path. I'm on my lane. I'm doing my thing. The things that I try to connect with people are things like their human design, using their numerology and their astrocartography. So these three things, human design is basically a blueprint of who you are. Same with the numerology. But then you have your astrocartography, which gives you different lines around the planet, which will line up with different things within your life, whether it's relationships and love, whether it's with business, whether it's with finding inner peace and certain things like this.
Yeah.
And the reason I do it with people is because I'm using what's worked for me. So they are three big things I've used in my life.
Okay.
What I then use is I use breath work and meditation. I'll always open a session with about 5-10 minutes of grounding and a meditation to bring them into the space. If they need some breath work, we'll do some breath work. Other than that, it is using where they are at that point in time to work out what they need to work through. Again, a lot of people are facing resistance. So it's finding out where they are, getting them to shift a perspective, and then seeing where it goes from there. And every session is different. I allow the flow of conversation to take us where we need to go. I'm not gonna sit there and go, yes, okay,
yeah,
yeah. That's no. I'm not that. Is if people are gonna open up to me to be able to go deeper, as it comes as a conversation.
Okay.
And it allows relatability. So that's the way I work with a lot of people. And again, it's beautiful because I feel it's a lot more of a relaxed state. That allows people to get in.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, if someone comes to you and goes, I've worked with therapists for years and I've had one conversation with you and they've never given you that perspective. Cool, I'm happy. So it's nice.
That's well said. So essentially what I'm getting at is you don't look at other individuals as competition to you. Yeah. Your basic competition is what you were yesterday.
Yeah. But look, we have 8 billion people in the world?
Yeah.
Look, my goal is to help change the world. That is a big part of my goal. But again, you may not relate to me, but he will.
Yes.
You may relate to a different guy. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm here to support you. Go towards that. I only want to work with the people that relate to me. It's like with doing breathwork sessions and certain things around Dubai. Like there is more breathwork popping up around. There's more floating breathwork popping up around Dubai. And the beautiful thing is there needs to be more than just one company doing it.
Yes, the market is very big.
Exactly. The market is very big. Dubai is very big.
Yeah.
But you need more than one person doing it because, again, a lot of people aren't going to resonate with this. A lot of people might not be able to afford this certain thing. So it's like there needs to be multiple people in a field doing it. So if anything, I'm more supportive of the more people that come to this place to do this kind of work. With
your expertise, do you think Dubai at any time in the future will become a spiritual tourism destination?
100%.
Yeah?
100%. It will be there very soon.
Are you working towards that?
Yeah. It'll be there very soon.
Amazing. Amazing.
Like I said, this is where the new world starts. Again, it's the safest place in the world. It is more and more people are coming. So there's so much construction happening. People are wanting to come here with the carnage that is happening all around the world.
All around the world.
Everyone wants to come.
Dubai is the best place to be.
100%. 100%.
I'm glad we agree on that.
I love it. I think it was the best decision I ever made to move here.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it is.
See, Dubai is a magnet.
Yeah.
Pulls you towards.
Mhm.
Yeah, whether it is anything in the city. Yeah, you found something in Dubai which was I'm not aware of.
Yeah.
And maybe I found something in Dubai which you're not aware of.
100%.
Yeah, so we have two different perspectives.
Yeah.
But the main attraction is to live and work here.
Exactly.
Mm.
Exactly. No, I couldn't agree more. I think Dubai will make or break you. And with Dubai making or breaking you, it depends the mindset that you come here with.
Yeah.
If you come here with that hustle culture and you constantly try to work yourself to the bone, yes, it may work, but it could be very short-lived.
Yeah.
If you come here to find a balance to work, but also work on yourself, I think you will have a much better relationship with what it is here.
Can you elaborate more and give an example of a transformational journey that you've had with a client?
Okay, so one of my clients, basically, she came to me where she was suffering constant anxiety.
Okay.
And she's already built a multiple 7-figure business, but she suffers crippling anxiety. She couldn't go to certain places without questioning if she was going to get sick. She couldn't go to family places without thinking that something was going to go wrong.
Okay.
She was crippling anxiety. We worked together for a month. And with that month, it was the initial issue she came to me with, that ended up subsiding as a byproduct of the other work we did.
Oh.
And that came down to getting her to slow down her breathing, slow down through meditation. Again, a lot of people are living in that high stress state where their nervous system is just constantly in fight or flight. But when we calm down and we allow to go from fight or flight to rest and digest, we allow everything else to calm down around us. Our sleep gets better. Our thoughts get clearer.
Yeah.
And that happens just from calming ourselves down. But we haven't been taught that. The second we leave school, even at school, we are in a constant high stress environment.
Exactly. Nobody's taught us all these things.
Exactly.
Yeah? They've taught us math, they've taught us English, or any subject, but the basics have not been taught to us.
We've never been taught how to breathe.
Yes.
And that's the most wildest thing. It's a thing that we have naturally. But most people breathe from here. Rarely do people slow down and breathe from here. And you'll find when you start slowing down and breathing from here, even taking a minute a day and just connecting, going, just from that, allowing yourself to exhale, to drop your shoulders as you exhale, you feel so different.
I've read about that 2 minutes of doing that can reduce your stress and anxiety to a negligible level.
With consistency.
Yes, of course.
With consistency, yes.
Of course.
But exactly that. Because once you start doing it once, you then realize it works.
Yeah.
So then you start doing it more often through the day. Any chance you get, you always see people after they've done something stressful, they've come out of a tough meeting or whatever.
Yeah.
They'll always go,
yes.
Always.
Very true.
Every time.
Yeah.
But it's implementing that more and more through your day.
Okay.
Doing 5 minutes in the morning, doing 5 minutes before bed, doing 5 minutes at lunchtime. Anytime you get to kind of just sit there and just focus on that breath and become truly present and self-aware, you can change your life.
You can change. Very true. What trends are you seeing currently in Dubai as far as personal development and wellness are concerned? Something which is very, very interesting, which our audience can gain a lot of knowledge from.
Yeah. So again, the wellness festivals are popping up a lot more.
Yeah.
As I said, we're looking to run one in October. There is also Arabian Soul Fest. They're coming here in September? November. Okay. So they're coming here then. I'm doing a talk with those guys. So that's going to be in Zabil Park. So there's more festivals coming this way. We had Cayenne Festival, which was at the start of the year. Again, the floating breathwork is now really starting to pop up. There's a lot more yoga. There's meditation. There is you look at Pilates, you look at other different things that have been around for years, but it's becoming a lot more aware. It's becoming a lot more well known, and more people are kind of going, I want to try that. And I think it's just going out and looking for it to find out what's actually happening. Because again, it's still very small. Yeah. It is still very small. And most of the time you won't hear about it unless you're within that circle. but it's just allowing yourself to be open to seeing the wellness activities that are coming.
How are you planning to get the word out? So this is, I believe, what you rightly said. It's within a community.
Yeah.
There's a lot of information.
Yeah.
How is the community planning to offer that, communicate that to the world audience?
I think a big thing is going to be corporate. Doing corporate wellness is a big thing. Now, corporate wellness is something that is slowly picking up.
Yeah.
Which again is amazing to see. But like I said earlier, I believe the people that can change the world are the ones that can afford to do it.
Yeah.
And the ones that can afford to do it are usually working in corporate. So it's getting in there to be able to work with those people. One of the ladies I've been doing some work with at the moment, she has a wellness side for a real estate firm.
Oh, okay.
And they've been doing a lot more. Yes, they do. Like there's a lot of HIIT circuits and a lot of things like that. So it's a lot of the mainstream fitness that you're seeing.
Yeah.
But she's been bringing in the meditation, the breath work, those sorts of things.
Okay.
And again, it's just getting people to be able to openly come and experience it. Because again, a lot of people, if you say meditation, they're going to go, why am I going to do that?
Exactly.
But it's allowing someone, getting people to a state where they feel comfortable enough to at least experience what it is. Again, that's why I find breath work is the most powerful way to get people into it, because you're there and you're breathing for 40 minutes. Now it's intense breath. I use holotropic breathing, which is we do 3 rounds of 10 minutes of a breath, which is a with breath holds. But if you do that, that allows you to go into an altered state of consciousness.
Oh, okay.
And with that, you can bring up hidden traumas, you can bring up beautiful memories, you can bring up all different sorts of things. But if people allow themselves to feel safe enough to have that experience, you can give them a whole different view on life.
So how see, if a person has just met you, for example, you explain him this. It's very interesting for me personally. What's the ratio of people who've initially had a session with you and continuing that over a period of time? Let's say another 3 months after that.
Yeah. So it depends. Obviously, coming to these events that we do, it can be quite expensive if you're going to come over and continue to do those.
Yes.
I usually try to get people to either follow some of the things that I have. So I have packages, which are meditation and breathwork packages that people can continue on. If not, there's plenty on YouTube that people can purchase as well. The thing is it's getting people to show up consistently to do it.
Yes.
It's like with anything. You're only going to see result long term if you consistently show up and do it. Now, someone may come to a breathwork session and they go, that was amazing. Don't do it for 2 months. They come back to another one and they're like, oh my God, I needed this again.
Yeah.
And then same thing again. But the change will only happen in people when they're ready to do it.
Got to be consistent.
Exactly. Everything is consistency.
Yeah.
And again, we can't force people to change. All we can do is we can show them, it's like, hey, by the way, look at this, try this. This is the experience you had. This is the change that can happen. When you're ready, it's here for you. So how many times have you been dating that girl and someone turns around and goes, dude, she's not good for you. She's not good for you. You have that for 2 years and then finally you break up with her and you realize, oh yeah, okay, she wasn't good for me.
Yes.
You just weren't ready to see it. Same with jumping into wellness and changing something. Because again, when you're doing breath work and you're trying to shift your entire life, it's very daunting.
It's very daunting.
It's very daunting. And it can take a lot. So it takes time to warm up to it. Like even for me, I remember I started doing breath work just for bodybuilding. And I was doing a Wim Hof one, which was 15 minutes every single morning.
Okay.
I did that for 2 years before I went deeper.
2 years?
2 years before I went deeper.
Wow.
And that was just very surface level stuff. It was amazing. It did be so good. But now I look back and I go, okay, cool. That was very entry level.
So over a longer period of time, you definitely feel that a lot of people will benefit from this. Yeah. I'm just comparing two different things out here. Yeah. A lot of people go and talk to counselors wherein they're having mental stress or some sort of issues in their life. I'm just being a little wild out here and comparing the two. What you do as a mindset coach and wellness and to a counselor. Yeah. Counseling comes with a lot of social stigma as well. Yeah. You know what I'm getting at. Yeah? A lot of people feel that, I shouldn't be discussing with my friends and family that I'm visiting a counselor, seeking help.
Yeah.
But this is completely different. Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. So this, according to me, comes with a lot of lot more open heart that you can go try doing something within the wellness sphere and talk to a mindset coach and try and improve yourself. Basically, it's all about self-improvisation. Yeah. So you see that also playing a bigger role. Yeah.
I think, look, especially as men, I think men are the big thing that was originally my focus. And funny enough, most of my clientele are women.
Yeah.
Even though men were my focus. But as men, we've been told not to cry, not to talk about our feelings, not to do these sorts of things.
Yeah.
And where has that got us? That has got us into broken families. It's got us into abusive relationships. It's got us into habits of things that we've seen from our families and our upbringing that have stemmed into our relationships and how we are in life.
Yeah.
A lot of unhappiness. My own father doesn't open up. He opened up for the first time properly the other day on the phone, which was amazing to see. But it's one thing that seeing people open up to be able to feel safe enough to have these conversations without judgment is the biggest thing that I think the wellness scene is bringing. Now, again, people will feel a way of their release is doing yoga. People will feel a way of their release is doing meditation. People will feel breath work. People will feel using a counselor. People will feel using a therapist. People will feel using plant medicine. Everything is a piece of the puzzle. Yeah. They all have their own place, but it's what you feel comfortable with. Look, I've gone into therapy previously, and it just didn't work for me because it was very clinical. It was the things that you see where they're that, oh yeah, cool. Casual relationship with parents, cool. Yeah. Okay, what's this? Yeah, cool. And it's very clinical.
Very true.
And that didn't work for me.
And people don't go to the root cause of your problem. No. It's very superficial.
Yeah. Because it keeps you coming back.
Yeah.
Like my goal is I want you to come to me for 3 months. I want you to then leave going, I know how to work through a lot of this. Yeah. Cool. I've done my job. I don't want to see you for 2-3 years. This is not the point because you're not healing that way.
That's very interesting.
You're not healing that way. And that's with all these therapies, like we said.
Yeah.
All they do is they focus on the surface of the things.
Yes.
Okay. People can be afraid to go to the root cause because they don't want to see what there is. When a lot of the time it comes with a perspective shift. And again, when you can feel safe to have that perspective shift, feel safe enough to go there. Yeah. It will allow the change to happen in your world. But again, a lot of therapists, a lot of counselors prefer to keep you coming back.
That's the business model. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. But with the therapist, what you're doing is you're not doing self-improving self-improving techniques. What you're doing is you're talking to the therapist. Yeah. You think that is a differentiating factor between the two things?
I think old therapy was that.
Yeah.
I think there are a lot of therapists coming through now that are using different approaches.
Okay.
Which I have seen a lot of therapists coming through with different approaches, which is very beautiful because they are offering different ways of thinking, different modalities. They're giving you things to do for yourself behind the scenes. A lot of them, I think, look, the movies play a big part in the way we perceive the world.
Yes.
And again, you look in the movies, you see therapists that people are going to therapy, they're lying there, they're looking at the roof, they're talking about their problems. Yeah. And the therapist goes, okay, same time next week.
Exactly. That's what it is.
Again, that's the stigma that we get from the movies. I think now we're getting a lot more conscious therapists coming through, conscious counselors, conscious mindset coaches. Like at the end of the day, I'm not a therapist. I don't claim to be a therapist. I claim to use my experience and everything that I've studied and learned in my own personal experience to be able to help others because I want it to be a relatable level. And again, I think that's becoming much more of a thing where we're getting therapists that are becoming a lot more relatable that have also gone through and studied to be a therapist, which I think is beautiful having that blend. Okay. But it's still a growing culture.
Okay, give me an advice for a city like this, which is very, very fast paced. Yeah. People coming here looking for personal growth. Yeah. What are the two things that they essentially need to be doing? What is your advice to them?
Go inwards. My first thing is go inwards. And the reason I say go inwards is pay attention to how you're living your life. Are you constantly stressed? Are you anxious? Are you worried? If you are, take a notice of where you're breathing from. Are you breathing from here? Because a lot of people, we're breathing from here. We're breathing in stress.
You need to go.
Exactly. We need to slow down.
Yeah.
Start to calm the nervous system. Calm your nervous system through your own practices of meditation, through breath work, through yoga, through whatever modality is going to allow you to calm down. And start to have time where you get away from the phone and get away from the world and spend time with your own inner self. Because a lot of people, we run from our own inner world.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to face it.
We don't want to face it. Yeah.
We don't want to face it.
Yeah.
But again, and people then, it compounds. I don't want to face that. 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 It compounds. And the more you push it down, the more that gets pushed down and we don't want to face those things. That's where it comes out into disease, sickness, injuries, all these sorts of things.
Yeah.
Because it's energy that gets compressed that doesn't come out. So the more we go, okay, let's turn inwards. Let's start processing all of this, removing the things that actually don't hold power over me anymore. We allow ourselves to start calming down, and we can create a whole different life from a complete different place in our nervous system.
But this is a time-consuming process.
Yes and no.
It takes a lot of dedication for an individual who's running from 7 a.m. in the morning to maybe probably 9 p.m. He's constantly in a fast-paced city like Dubai, constantly hustling, constantly from one meeting to another, trying to achieve something in his or her career. How can they follow a strict regimen wherein they can look after their inner self, as like how you said?
Setting 5 minutes a day.
That's it.
The thing is, nothing changes if nothing changes. If you're going to continue to live a life where you go, I want to change, but you're going to continue to live this life of a fast-paced lifestyle, that's where you're going to get stuck. Only you can control exactly what happens in your life.
Yeah.
So it takes, get up 5 minutes earlier, sit with yourself, meditate for 5 minutes. When you feel anxious, don't run from it. Understand it. When you're in a difficult conversation, be there present in it and have the conversation. Don't avoid it. These moments are where growth happens and where change happens. It's being present in the moment of uncomfortability. It's making sure you're making the time for yourself to be present with what you need to be present with. 5 minutes a day. Start small.
Very interesting.
But you will notice if you do 5 minutes a day and you start feeling, oh, I'm a lot more calmer, you will naturally start finding more time to do more. But you just have to show yourself that it's possible that you can slow down.
So 5 minutes a day.
5 minutes a day.
With the right techniques.
Just listen to a guided meditation. Okay. And be present with the guided meditation. Have that 5 minutes a day. That's all you need to start.
Interesting.
Like when we taught at the monastery, just show up every single day.
That's where a lot of people, I believe, fail, is the consistency part. Yeah. We want to do something, but we don't want to do it regularly.
No, they wanted results yesterday.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. We're trying to get results yesterday without putting in the work. Like a lot of people, they want the end result. It's like, you've seen Biggest Loser. Did you ever see the Biggest Loser?
Yep.
Lottery winners. Same thing. Lottery winners get the money because they win the money. They lose it within X amount of time. Biggest Loser contestants lose so much weight, they're not putting more on or putting back on and more. And both have both have not understood the process of earning the money or losing the weight. The same thing, if you want to get into deeper with your own spirituality, if you want to learn to slow down and to find inner calm, it's not going to happen like that.
Yeah.
You need to learn the process of it. And through learning that process, that's where you find it. Like with everything in life.
Same with bodybuilding as well.
Same with bodybuilding as well. You don't get
years and years of dedication.
Exactly. You don't get to that end without going through all that heartache and that pain.
But a lot of people I've spoken to, they don't really like the process. It's yes, you have the end goal, but a lot of people don't enjoy the process in between. Yeah.
That's the thing. If you find you enjoy and you earn the end result when you learn to love the process. It's like in real estate. You don't just walk in and sell a house.
Not at all.
You've got to learn how to do that. There's a process to get to it.
Exactly.
The thing that we have in this life is I'm a very big believer that our purpose in this life, everyone has the same purpose, and that is to experience and grow.
Yeah.
Experience life and learn to grow through it. We all come to this life with different things that we need to work through. And for us to work through those to elevate in this life, we need to go through those heartaches. We need to learn. We need to be present. We need to work through that and go, cool, I've moved through that. It's the same thing. You have to love the process of what you're going through. to be able to earn the end result of whatever it is.
Yeah. And there's a very good statement I read a few days back.
Mhm.
It takes 10 years of hard work to become an overnight success.
Exactly. It's exactly that.
Yeah.
100%. I couldn't agree more.
Well, nice.
It's very powerful.
Very powerful, yeah.
Very powerful.
It's a small statement, but it has multiple meanings to it, yeah.
And like you said, people, that overnight success, people don't look back and turn around and see all the failures they had in that meantime.
Overnight success, essentially, is luck.
Mm.
Yeah, it's not hard work.
Mm.
When you're working hard and consistent with your hard work over a number of years, that's where you become a refined person in any career that you're following. Yeah, whether it is a mindset coach, whether it is bodybuilding, whether it is business, so to speak. Yeah. Consistently being able to day in and day out perform without looking at the results takes a lot.
Oh yeah,
takes a lot.
But it's also been understanding that consistency isn't that.
No,
consistency is
absolutely
that, and it's just showing up every day to the best of your capacity of what you can do.
Exactly. What you're supposed to do, you do it, regardless of whether you win that day or you lose that day. You have to do it. You can be in a bad state of mind. You could have multiple problems. You cannot hide from what work you're supposed to do. You need to do it, regardless of where you are that day. Yeah.
This thing, I believe that if being present with how you're feeling, if you're having a bad day and you can't, and you know you're not going to work from that state, just being kind to yourself and going, cool, I can work at a reduced rate today.
Yeah.
I don't have to be at this high state because I mentally won't be able to do that. Just being kind to yourself in that process. A lot of people will punish themselves because they go, I'm not doing this every single day at this high rate. That was a very big thing for me. So when I went through my divorce, so I was married for 5 years.
Okay.
When I went through that, I had to learn. I had no coach. I had nothing. I had to do all this myself to work through this. And one of the biggest things was being okay with not being okay. I would get myself ready for work. I'd get up, shower, I'd do my morning routine, everything. I'd get up to go leave. I'd fall on my bed and I'd stay there for 2 days.
Oh.
And that was me working through grief. It was me working through pain. It was me working through everything. But I needed to become okay with that because I had a lot of inner work that had to be done. Because through that relationship, I'd lost a lot of who I was. So it was going through those hard moments and being okay, not punishing myself for feeling how I was feeling. And a lot of people don't do that.
Yeah.
A lot of people will punish themselves and they go, I can't feel like this. I can't show emotion. I'm not allowed to cry.
Yeah.
Cry. Feel that emotion. The more we feel, the more we cry, the more we release. Because at the end of the day, they're all forms of release. And again, it's just becoming okay with yourself in those moments. And that is where growth happens. So again, if you can have when it comes to consistency, you can be up, down, up, down, up, down. You could have a week where you're completely up. You could have 2 days where you completely don't do anything.
Yeah.
Because you physically can't. But as long as you pick back up and you continue going slowly up.
The trajectory over a longer period of time has to be going up.
Exactly.
In between, you could go up, down. That's not important.
Look at trading.
Yeah.
Look at the S&P 500.
Exactly. Yeah.
If you look at that on a 5-minute time frame, it is horrific. But if you look at it over a year time frame or a monthly time frame,
or over 2 decades, you'll see exponential returns.
Exactly. Yeah. It's that.
Well said. Well said. Actually, we're going to go into our rapid fire segment. Yeah. I'm going to ask you a few questions, and you need to tell me the first thing that comes to your mind. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Cool.
Okay. Favorite gym in Dubai?
Oh.
So these are all Dubai-related questions.
Yeah. I'm gonna say my building gym.
I want a complete a chain of gyms, maybe
a chain of gyms. Yeah. Gym Nation, actually, that was a really good one. The first
Gym Nation, yeah.
It was one of those ones that's affordable, but it's a really, really good gym. A
Yeah,
lot of the gyms you go to are very expensive.
Very expensive, yeah.
That one was very affordable. So it was actually one of the first gyms I went to when I was here.
Okay, nice. Favorite place to dine?
Oh. I spend most of my time cooking at home. Actually, Matcha Club.
Okay.
Matcha Club. I really enjoy Matcha Club. It's a very nice vibe. You've got a lot of greenery that's around there.
Okay.
It's a very good vibe to work during the day. So that's in our cruise. That's a really nice place.
Nice. Favorite place to party?
I don't party.
You don't party?
I stopped that a long time ago.
You never partied in Dubai?
No, never.
Ah,
No,
okay.
that was, look, my lifestyle from what I came from was, if I party, I'd party very hard. I used to party very hard, sorry.
There are very good places in Dubai to do that.
Yeah, that's saying too much temptation.
Yeah. Okay, then. Favorite place to meditate?
Meditate, on the beach.
On the beach?
On the beach, because you have the grounding of the sand, and then going into the actual ocean.
Any particular beach?
I think for myself, it was, where was it? Actually, no, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change the answer. Desert.
Desert.
It's I found, because there's a very, very deep connection to the desert. So being able to go into the desert for sunset, there's a beautiful place at Al Qudra.
Yes.
Al Qudra Yoga Center.
Yes.
So in around there, you get a beautiful view of the sun.
True.
And I'll meditate on the dunes there. That is beautiful.
But even in this weather?
Of an evening. Of an evening. Like, it's still very warm.
Yeah.
But there is quite a nice place to do it.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Favorite place for a date?
Favorite place for a date? I love taking someone wake surfing. Wake surfing is just one.
Nice.
Bring someone on the boat. It's like, let's see how you go wake surfing.
Very unique, huh?
Oh yeah. Look, I've always been very unique on my dates. I used to always go for sushi and Time Zone. Time Zone is an arcade.
Okay.
Because that way you can have fun picking out what food you're going to eat, and you do an arcade and you get to have a competition.
Nice.
So yeah, I think wake surfing. Good one.
Good. Favorite nationality to hang out with, apart from your nationality?
To be fair, I'd never hang around Australians.
No way.
Never hang around Australians.
Seriously?
Look, when I moved to the UK, the first thing I did was I avoided Australians, because I'm like, Aussies go to the UK, they live in Shepherd's Bush and Clapham, and they do the same thing. They play AFL and go to pubs. So what's the point in living in little Australia? And then I always find they have their own little Australian group. I'm like, I'm not about that. It's a favorite nationality while I'm here. A lot of Moroccans, actually.
Moroccans, huh?
Yeah, a lot of Moroccans. Yeah. Very beautiful, friendly people.
Very friendly people.
Very friendly people.
That's true.
But
That's
yeah.
true. But generally, you find a lot of friendly people in the city. Yeah, very helpful, very friendly.
Very helpful. You know what? It's the real workers of the Dubai. The people, the delivery drivers, the construction workers. Like, every single time they come to, like, I get to speak to one of those guys when they come to my place for food delivery or whatever it is. The most friendliest people in the world. And Dubai is built on those people.
Exactly.
That's what people don't see.
And these guys work hard.
They work hard.
Yeah.
Not a lot either.
Imagine in 45-degree heat.
It's ridiculous.
Working.
It is ridiculous.
Outdoors takes a lot.
It's insane. And again, this city is built on those men and women. Yeah. That actually, they literally do this every single day, day in, day out. But
Dubai is all about its people, right?
It is.
Yeah. A lot of people don't talk about Dubai's people. Essentially, Dubai is made out and is here in the world stage is because of its people
100%.
and the government's initiatives.
100%.
Yeah.
And I say the way the government have created this city and the way they built it, with how quickly it's come up, it's a very incredible place to be.
See, the way they govern this city and the way they plan to develop this city, by far.
100%.
Yeah. If you're an avid traveler or you've traveled a lot of places in the world, I have never seen any government that is so proactive in having the best lifestyle for its citizens, for its residents, whether it's an expat or a citizen, really doesn't matter.
Yep.
Yeah, they want the best for their people, whether it is career growth, whether it is a better lifestyle, whether it is anything, any convenience that you want. This city has actually spoiled us. Yeah.
100%. I couldn't agree more.
When you travel outside, you feel that, no, I'm used to a certain lifestyle in Dubai. It's always a downgrade when you travel outside.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's why I go to Thailand, because I know if I go to Thailand, it's great. I know the exact downgrade I'm getting. I'm comfortable. I'm not. I don't need to worry.
Yeah. Exactly. Like you said, you know how much of a downgrade you're going to go through,
Exactly.
But when you travel abroad, you go with a certain mindset. You want something more because you're paying for it, right? When you're traveling.
Yeah.
And 99 out of 10 times, it's disappointing.
Oh yeah. Whereas when I first moved here, realizing how easy everything was to get a hold of.
Yeah.
When it's like you can call up and you get your car fueled up over nighttime whilst you're asleep.
Mm.
That was one of the most mind-blowing things to me. I was just like, that's incredible. It was just how easy everything was here.
Thanks, Ashley. It
Very
was a
welcome.
pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
And I hope everyone enjoyed the show. And hopefully we can catch up again.
Love to.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Thanks.